Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. This series is my Learning Tarot series, where I go through the entire tarot deck one by one and learn the meanings of each card. I use the website biddytarot.com for my information and what I'm reading to you in this video, but I'm not sponsored or associated with this site at all. It came as a recommendation to me from a friend. The website will be linked in the description to make sure that it's accessible to anybody who would like to learn, and also it's available so that the creators of all of this content get credit. Now, I have a spreadsheet that I keep track of all the cards, but previously done cards in the series are still in this deck. So there's a chance that after I shuffle, I might get a repeat. And if that's the case, I'll just pick a new card. As I shuffle, I'm going to let everyone know and let the cards know that the card I select is purely for educational purposes and does not need to be taken as guidance, spirituality of any kind, unless desired. If you'd like to use this card as a reading, as guidance, or to answer a question you may have, by all means I encourage you to do so. But if you're just here to learn or to fall asleep or relax, then by all means please just use this card as that. This card is for whatever anybody requires it to be in this moment as you watch. And for me right now, I am just trying to learn and get more familiar with the deck. Now I have my spreadsheet pulled up, so if this card is a repeat, I'll know. And bear with me as I update it as I go here. So our card is the Tower. This is so relevant because we just, in the last video, pulled the Star. And it talked about the Tower, so that's perfect timing. Thank you. So I am going to update the Tower on my spreadsheet. And they're right beside each other on the spreadsheet too. Look at that. This deck really said, hey, let me educate you. And let me make a curriculum. All right. And so while I pull this up on the website, I will let you take a look at this card's art because it's gorgeous. And from what I can tell, this is kind of the quote-unquote worst deck card you can pull, so I'm excited to learn about it. All right, so the Tower upright represents sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, an awakening. And in reverse, it means personal transformation, fear of change, and averting disaster. So we'll start with upright. And we'll read the Tower description. The Tower shows a tall tower perched on the top of a rocky mountain. Lightning strikes set the building alight, and two people leap from the window. Are there two people? The descriptions are for a different deck art, so I think we only have one. We just have one person. Head first and arms outstretched. It is a scene of chaos and destruction. The tower itself is a solid structure, but only because it has been built on shaky foundations. It only takes one bolt of lightning to bring it down. It represents ambitions and goals made on false premises. The lightning represents a sudden surge of energy and insight that led to a breakthrough or revelation. It enters via the top of the building, knocks off its crown, and symbolizes energy flowing down from the universe through the crown chakra. The people are desperate to escape from the burning building, not knowing what awaits them as they fall. Around them are 22 flames. Oh, we don't have that. 22 flames representing the 12 signs of the zodiac and 10 points of the tree of life, suggesting that even in times of disaster, there are always divine intervention. I don't see any of that, but I do see trees, and I do see life. So, all right. So the Tower upright. When this card appears, expect the unexpected, massive change, upheaval, destruction, and chaos. It may be a divorce, death of a loved one, financial failure, health problems, natural disaster, job loss, or any event that shakes you to your core, affecting you spiritually, mentally, and physically. Change is here to tear things up, create chaos, and destroy everything in its path. There is no escaping it. Oh, that's kind of ominous. Just when you think you're safe and comfortable, a tower moment hits and throws you for a loop. A lightning bolt of clarity and insight cuts through the lies and illusions you've been telling yourself, and now the truth comes to light. Your world may come crashing down before you in ways you could have never imagined as you realize that you have been building your life on unstable foundations. False assumptions, mistruths, illusions, blatant lies, and so on. Everything you thought to be true has turned on its head. You are now questioning what is real and what is not, what you can rely upon and what you cannot trust. This can be very confusing and disorienting, especially when your core belief systems are challenged. But over time, you will come to see that your original beliefs were built on a false understanding, and your new belief systems are more representative of reality. The best way forward is to let the structure self-destruct so that you can rebuild and refocus. You have no choice but to surrender to the destruction and chaos, no matter how unwanted or painful. Change on this deep level is hard, but you need to trust that life is happening for you, not to you. After a tower experience, you will grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient as you develop a new perspective on life you did not know even existed. These moments are necessary for your spiritual growth and enlightenment, and truth and honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you experience pain and anxiety through the process. Thankfully, the tower doesn't always associate with pain and turmoil. If you are highly aware and in tune with your inner guidance system, then this tarot card can indicate a spiritual awakening or revelation. You may be able to see the cracks forming and take action before the whole structure comes tumbling down. You may create a massive transformation before you reach the point where change is your only option. In its most positive form, the Tower card is your opportunity to break free from the old ways of thinking that have been holding you back. And now, the Tower in reverse. This card suggests you are undergoing a significant personal transformation and upheaval. This differs from the experience of the Tower upright, where change is often because of external circumstances and may feel forced upon you. Instead, the Tower reversed shows that you are instigating the change and calling into question your fundamental belief systems, values, purpose, and meaning. You may go through a spiritual awakening as you discover a new spiritual path. You may change your beliefs and opinions about important topics, realizing that you no longer can support older models. Or, in a more dramatic case, You may go through an existential crisis where you're seriously questioning your life's purpose. While this can be unsettling, trust in the process and know it's for the best. You are creating change and transformation so that you can step into a new and evolved version of yourself. At times, the Tower reversed can be a sign that you are resisting change and delaying the necessary destruction and upheaval. You may be in denial that change is occurring, or you may be clinging to an old belief system even though you know they are no longer relevant or healthy for you. As much as you don't want it to, you need to go through this difficult time to learn a valuable lesson and make progress in your life, And know that if you continue to resist this change, it will only force its way into your life even more. The growth and transformation that this card brings is inevitable. No amount of hiding or denying will make it go away, and it will only get louder with potentially greater upheaval. Finally, this card can reduce the impact of the change about to enter your life, particularly if you are tuned into your intuition. You may be forewarned or have an intuitive sense that something big is about to happen, and you can plan ahead to avoid or minimize the destruction that lies ahead. And so that is the Tower.